and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're old here, welcome back. Please take this time to like, share, and subscribe. And let's get right into this video. Vlogmas day 7. Well, it's snowing. Sit. Well, his favorite time. So, the fun times just keep on rolling. And excuse my hair, because I just got out of bed and took off my bonnet. Last night, I had a very, very fun time stuck at work. So I got off work at 3:30, and I went to go and start my car, and I heard, Wink. So I tried again and got, Wink. So after 10 minutes, I call Matt, and he's like, try this, try this, try this, and he's like, oh, fuck. I guess your starter's toast. So I was stuck in front of my client's house from the time I got off until 8:30 last night. And then we called the tow truck, and the guy that was supposed to come and help me, no one could hear from him again. I'm like, really? So I messaged on Facebook, hey, you know, my car's dead, can somebody come help me? I put it in my plant group, and one of my friends from there was like, hey, I can come help you, I'll be there in 30 minutes. So she gets there, and granted, this is the first time I'm meeting her. And so I'm like, this kind of sucks, I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's not a problem. And we had a lot of fun in like the, 5 hours we were waiting. But yeah, she was like, she thinks I'm awesome, so I'm like, yay. And she's awesome. She's a little tiny, short little white lady. I thought she was like older than she is, but I mean, I don't know. Obviously not, but anyway, so. Well. Good boy. Yeah, so it took forever. So finally called the tow place back, and they're like, oh, they were supposed to actually call me when they actually got a hold to the driver that I spoke to the first time, and they were like, oh, well, we never heard from him. So you couldn't have called me and been like, hey, we can't get a hold of him, want us to send someone else? But no. I'm gonna go out there and scoop some snow into a bowl for my plants. But anyway, so lo and behold, someone finally comes to help me. And, you know, I just kept apologizing profusely to Nadine, and she was just like, girl, all I was gonna do was like go and drink some tequila or something and just chill. So I was like, I know, but you know, I'm taking you away from your family and stuff. And she was like, I was like, okay. And so I was like, I mean, is there something that you need? I mean, can we run to the store and like, can I get you something to eat? And she's like, I'm fine. I'm like, you keep saying that, but I feel bad. And look at him, look at him. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. You see how he runs with his...
Excited. What the fuck is that?
So... I'm a dog. I'm a dog. So anywho, so then Matt's like, hey, I want Chinese or Popeyes. So you pick. And I'm like, are you really going to go shit in the garden?
Of course he is. That's how he rolls.
And he shits in the garden. Anyway, so, shut up.
Like I said, that's how he rolls.
Obviously. And he's just looking at me like, Brr? And he's like, I'm gonna zoom, I'm running, I'm a boat. Anyway, so I go ahead and order the Popeyes, okay? Order it right when the guy comes to tow the car. And it is 28 degrees outside. Oh my God, it is so cold. So, order the food. Me and the food arrive right, like together. And see my poor car? It's just like, brr. Anyway, so, we arrive at the same time. Unbeknownst to me, the order is all wrong. So Matt is like, babe, did you order the pies and this and that? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, it's not in here. So I tried to call the restaurant that I ordered it from. And after maybe 30 seconds, someone answers and goes, hello? And I'm like, hello? And they hang up. I'm like, what kind of mess? So then, is he, oh, I think he's uh, shoveling. Anyway, no, I don't know what he's doing. That's not shoveling. Anyway, so on the app, you can lodge a complaint. So that's what I did. And this was before I actually ate the food. So I get down here, and this is like about 5 minutes since, the food has been delivered, they've dropped the car, and we've paid the man, and I've, reported that, our pies are missing, an extra biscuit is missing, which, I mean, it's an extra biscuit, but still, it's our order, dude. And then I ordered red beans and rice, didn't get them. They gave us fries. I'm like, what? And then they gave me an extra mac and cheese, and I was just like, I didn't order this. So, I was looking at the receipt. I was like, yeah, this is some crap. This is sad. So then I bite into my food, and the chicken is all super dry. And I'm like, what kind of mess? And like the food was all cold. I was like, I mean, granted it was chilly outside, but it was all cold. I was like, really? Everything was cold. I was like, wow, that kind of sucks. I mean, I guess it's not that bad, but again, like the chicken was really dry, and I was just like, this sucks elephant balls. So I have to, I have to like actually send them another little message in the app with the missing info and be like, hey, this is what was going on. This sucks elephant balls. Free mail for me or a refund or something, because I'm still waiting for my freaking 4 apple pies, because I was gonna have one and save one for like later, and I don't know what Matt was gonna do with his, but I was really craving them pies, especially after the day I had. I was like, I need some comfort food. That wasn't very comforting. It was sad face. It was so sad face. Oh yeah. Oh wow. There is quite a bit of snow. He is shoveling. Interesting. There's wow, at least 2 or 3 inches on the ground already. I mean, when Matt was up at 5 o'clock, I was up at 3:30, and they were like, "Yeah, it's supposed to snow around 3." I was up at 3:30, and I looked outside. There was no snow. Matt said he got up at 5, and he looked out there, and there was no snow. So, hi, kitty. Tut Mew Mew. Hi. Say hi, everyone. Okay, you don't even care. Mew Mew. Hi. Fine. And watch you give my phone some love now that I've turned it around. He's like, Anyway. Anyway, so that was hella disappointing. I was like, and like, so by the time I was actually done eating, it was like almost 10 o'clock, and I didn't really eat that much, because like, I mean, with what had been going on with like my mom, and then finding out about my sister, and then like, I don't know, I've just been stressed out, so my stomach has been like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, and I'm like, no, love me, please, no. And yes, kitty. But obviously my body's not having it, so I wasn't even really able to eat very much. I had like, out of the little, I got the 4 combo. I had like the drumstick, which of course ain't very big. Matt had ordered some like a 4th-pound shrimp and like a chicken sandwich or something, and he said it was cold and dry. And then he was like, "Well, do you want the rest of my little shrimpies?" And I was like, "I don't really care for those, but I mean, fine." And there was like a little handful left, and he had eaten most of the fries along with all of the rest of his food, and so I ate that, and like, it was so unsatisfying because the fries were cold and the like everything was cold, and I was just like, and I could have heated it up, but I was like, that'll take more time, and the later it takes for me to eat, I don't want to have to like go to sleep because I was exhausted. So then, Matt's talking to me, like we had cuddled for a little bit, and then I rolled over because he was like, well, let me go to the bathroom. And so I was like, okay. So I rolled over. I don't know how long he was in the bathroom. I'm guessing it wasn't for very long. And then I hear, baby, did you hear me? And I was like, uh-huh. He was like, what did I say? I was like, I don't know. And then like a few minutes later, baby, I was like, what? And he was like, are you listening to me? And I was like, uh-huh. I have no idea what he said. I was out. I was so tired. Oh my God. Ugh. And then I was like, I'm pretty sure my body was tired from just freezing. I mean, yeah, we sat in Nadine's car for a while, but I was still cold, man. I was just like, because I had to just keep hopping out, and then like we had to we semi chased a tow truck because we had been waiting for like almost 2 hours for like the freaking tow truck, so we thought that was it. Come to find out that wasn't it. They were towing someone else's car, and they were looking, and I was like, ain't that about a blip? It was all sorts of effed up. So I actually need to call. Nick said he would give me a ride to work, and because he's here. He moved to Wyoming, but he's here to take his kid to school or something like that. His kids to school and spend time with his other baby. So until she gets out of school, and then they're gonna go drive back up to Wyoming. I'm like, you be careful, because apparently, when it snows down here, it snows up there or something. And it's like, I don't need you to get into no accident while you got children in the car. Or even if you don't have the kids in the car, you need to be careful. So I need to actually message him and see if he's still going to take me to work. Because if not, since it's 8 o'clock now, that means I need to do some calling in because I can't get to work because my car is dead. And so apparently the starter is out in my car, and I think we need to change the battery as well. So I'm like, wow. So it's like almost $300 that we have to And last night, just towing my car was almost $300. It was like $269 or something like that. I was like, why is this happening? Woo! But anywho, let me get to calling because time is running out. So, I mean, last night I already called my client, and I called I had to call in from my other job because I couldn't make it. How was I supposed to get there? And I didn't want to leave my car in that part of town and then be like, hey, I mean, because you have to leave the keys in the car. And I'm like, no, not today, Satan. No, no, not today. So I got to stay there. So I don't think my boss last night was very happy with me having to call in again. And I mean, she just was like, so you're not coming. And I was just like, no, I'm sorry. And then she was like, well, enjoy your weekend. I'll see you Monday. Click. I was like, not my fault. So, I mean, I don't know. And they haven't been feeling very well. So I'm like, ugh, no one's feeling well nowadays. What's happening? I know it's not COVID, but still. But let me get to making some calls, and hopefully my day gets better. I really hope it does. But I mean, wherever you guys are, if you're in Colorado, please stay warm, stay safe. If you're anywhere else where it's pouring rain or snow, be well, be safe. Just take care of yourself, stay beautified, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.